And so what that's kind of led to is like when you're not thinking too hard about scaling, lightning just sort of naturally scales more because it can hit more targets, because it kind of auto targets and bounces. You get those kind of skills that allow it to kind of get that kind of in-game clear ability. And
Hello and
fire and
welcome,
cold, it's like I think we
everybody.
have to be a bit more
I'm
explicit in
just
order to
listening
make
to
that
the end
happen.
of the
So
stream here
I would
from
say that's kind of the reason.
Talkative
I think that,
Fry
I mean, obviously there's going to be
and
balancing,
Jonathan
there's going to be a
Rogers.
million other things, and they're unique, and there's like 20 other reasons
Go
why
ahead.
this can matter. But I think just even
So
just
I'm
from the
just
base
listening
level
in
of
on
the
this,
scaling, like lightning
and then
just
I'll
as
be
a
doing
design
some
space
chill
tends to
gaming,
scale
mapping type
more
stuff.
even when you're not thinking about it. And then the other two, yeah, not so much. So I
If
think
you
that that's
happen
kind
to
of part
jump
of
in on
why
my stream and
lightning in
listening
particular has
and
kind of like ended up being something that has got more of that kind
have
of
your
utility.
own
Lightning and Cold have
feedback
like
on some of the
utility
questions
too, and
he's
like
been asked
chill,
throughout this
freeze,
whole thing.
Yeah,
electrocute.
sure.
There's
And
only
like, look,
about
fire
20
sort of
minutes
has this
left, I
whole
think,
burning thing. I mean, look,
or 15 minutes left.
the whole difference between damage types things is also something that I think that we didn't explore enough yet in the unique space as well.
But
So
once again,
what
I'm
I
your
mean by that
host,
is,
NFO Guides or
um,
Info Guides, and we're going to
I
go
don't think the
ahead
conversion in
here in a
POE2
few minutes. We're going to work
matters that
on
much because like there isn't enough kind of going on
my
that like
monk,
allows
who is
that to
now
matter, if you know what I'm
I
saying. So
believe,
like
level
it's kind of like that kind
89.
of stuff I feel
No,
like we
still
need to
88.
like more
Um,
mechanics, and uniques,
I've
like
been
more
trying
sort
to
of things
figure
in the game
out
will kind of hopefully
to
address that and like make
manipulate my
those
character a
elements like
little
matter more in
bit,
terms
see
of
what I can
what makes
get
the metagame
better.
different, because there's what's available and
Yesterday I
useful in
tried
most of your
some
tools.
on
Would you guys
my
consider support
I mean,
gems
mana
convert elements to
recovery, and I
damage
upped that.
yet?
It felt better, but then
I
I
mean,
felt a lot
it's not like
weaker
I mean,
on level 15
the thing
map,
is
so I
right
kind of
now I
rolled
don't think
some of that
conversion is really
back.
that valuable
But then
in
I've
like POE.
changed up some
Like
of my
I don't think there's enough kind of going
passives.
on. Then it's like
Going.
what
I
essentially like
removed
okay,
a
so Acolyte of
couple of
Chalula, for
passives
example,
over
right?
here,
Like the
one
chaos
over
conversion is just like
here,
not
and what did I
really
pick up with
valuable like it
that?
should be. And it's just because like there's not really anything about that that's kind of like important
Hold
enough.
on,
So
I'll
it's like
remember.
when this was designed, it's like the assumption was, oh, like converted to chaos is valuable, right? Like it was valuable
Where'd
in
it
POE1,
go?
therefore it's valuable here, but it's kind of not because like of the other tools that are available.
I
And so
may
then
have
it kind of
rolled
ends
that
up making
stuff
that
back
class
too.
like not as cool as it should be for that reason. So it's like then we either have to think, okay, do we need to be
I
adding
know I
tools that are
moved
going to
one
make that
point
more
to here to
or do
get
we need
the
to be adjusting how that
25%
class
crit
works?
hit
Like,
chance.
we obviously have to work this out. Like make some other changes potentially. But it's like that kind of stuff.
I think I moved
It's
another
like
point around
sometimes
as
there is
well,
just a
but I can't
POE1 brain going on in terms of
seem
like,
to
oh, like
remember
this
where
was
that one
valuable in
was right
POE1,
now.
therefore it must be
So
valuable in POE2. Like, and you don't even think
I'm
that fully
mostly
through, right?
back
Because
to where I
like
was.
to even understand why or it is or is not kind of depends on a full understanding of like every other, the whole unique metagame. The thing is like tomorrow a unique could come out. I'm not saying it will, but I'm saying tomorrow a unique could come out that that makes
Here we
Acolyte of
go.
Chalia suddenly amazing, right? It's like it's completely down to like the context in which it exists in. So what I'm saying is like, yeah, it's
Gonna come
kind of
out
There.
one of
next
Now
those.
you
week,
can
is
see
what you're
that
saying.
I'm playing, but watching
I'm not going to promise anything. I don't
or
actually know for
listening.
sure the case, but what I'm saying is like there's that element going on, and so
Okay.
that I would say is part of the problem. Like we just need to make sure that we're like understanding a bit more about like what about. But look, it's easy once you've got players playing it and you can see what they're doing and you can see that they haven't found anything, right? It's okay, well, if they haven't found anything yet, that probably means they're not going to. We probably have to like actually
I put
come up with
my
something
old
that gives this
jewelry back
particular, whether
on.
that's the
I'm up
class
to a
or whether that equals another
38,400
element, to make that
DPS,
possible. We just need to sort
but
of
my
like
mana regen will be
I'd say
low, so I got to
conversion in
pay
general, but
attention to that.
Acolyte of Chalia in particular, like has like problems around that.
So you got that. You're segueing perfectly into a rapid fire question. Acolyte of Chayula, we have like
There's a
23
question that
Acolyte
I
players out there.
submitted
They
to
really
Talkative
want some
Fry
love. You guys aware? Is that maybe
about a
one of
quality
the
of life
candidates for a
enhancement to
buff
the game,
in
Definitely
Midley
for
Patch?
sure, yeah.
about
For sure.
Awesome.
adding an
Fantastic. Good to
option
hear.
to control the
Okay,
chat window
if you're not gonna answer
background
campaign
opacity.
questions, how about let's do one more endgame question, then I got a set of really quick questions to answer.
Okay.
So, the infinitely expanding Atlas, as more people have played it, like I said, 6 months, going into like 1.0, whenever
So
that comes out.
again, I'm going to be a little bit
Are you
quiet here,
confident
just
this is
listening,
going to
because
be the
my
system
questions
going
in
into
this
1.0?
rapid fire end questions here.
Well, I guess
It's not a
what I would
question.
say about
It's
that is
a
basically, I mean, we sort of
quality
covered
of
this
life
before,
ad
right?
I'm
Like,
hoping
where
for.
I was discussing
do
the
a
thing with
lot
the towers
with it.
overlapping and all
Right.
those various things.
Yeah.
That kind of really comes down, all comes into it. So what I would say is like, I don't think we've found it quite yet.
Okay.
I hope that I personally love the whole infinite expanding atlas thing, like as an idea, and like I want to make sure that can happen. But obviously, like nothing, if it doesn't, if we can't make the end game awesome, then we will change it, right? Like everything's like
Not
that.
final,
Now, as I said, I
right.
think we've got a lot more to try before we have to change how that is. But that it's like nothing is sacred ultimately if it means getting in the way of like something being good. So yeah, like I want it to be there. We'll see what happens.
Okay, cool. All right, lots of rapid fire questions here, and then we'll close out with a question that I'm sure that you'll answer. You won't dodge me out of it at all. Okay, so
Okay.
div cards. We saw mention the winner in all three races is going to be able to make one.
Yeah.
Are they coming soon? And if they are, any changes from POE1? Are they going to work the same?
Pretty soon. Fundamentally, they work similarly, but we do have some just like stuff to kind of make it a little bit like. I mean,
You can tell me. It's okay.
I
Nobody's
have
listening.
it's like there were
Use
was
some of
use
the
cases in here
currency
where
given
you
to
kind
me
of had, like,
by Milk
some of the things you could pick
to do
kind of were a
my
bit
my
silly, like in a way. Not okay. That's not quite getting to it. It's like I don't want
probably
just,
my
like,
mad
20
skills
copies
at
of div
making
cards
some
that are
better
effectively
maps
ultimately
for
doing the
me
same
to
thing,
run
just
to
'cause they've got
try to
slightly
get
different
some
variations
boosted
of the same,
rewards.
like,
So
exact stuff. So
I
we're
had
gonna
some
control
level
that a little bit
14
more
ones
this
that
time and kind of
were
make it so that, like,
just
okay, if you're the div card that's
garbage.
this, then like that's your
And
thing,
since
and
I
like
had no
everyone else is gonna be
experience, I
something.
ran them
You kind of have,
because
like,
they were
a
like
million ways to
all
kind of give you
suffix
a,
maps, like 7
you know, like
suffixes.
a
And
major
yeah, I
one.
just got
Okay.
roasted
Got it.
You know,
one after the other on
Imperial ones.
those.
You know what I mean? Like, so we want to
Yeah.
just do some adjustments there. But that's kind of more of a thing around, like, you know, the people making the div cards rather than the thing around actually finding them. So I don't have anything to talk about on that side yet, but yeah, it won't be too far away. We do have some pretty nice looking art.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. So, you know,
Is it going to be different from
yeah.
Path of Exile 1? Like brand new art for POE2? For div cards?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's
Yeah.
exciting. Okay.
Yeah.
Is the plan to still allow players to log into separate accounts via couch co-op? Because I know that was originally
That
the
is
intention.
the plan. We
I'm just
that
checking
will
my
probably
camera.
be the
It's
thing that
reversed from my
console
screen.
guys
I didn't
do
realize it
after
was
they've
reversed.
done the ability to
But it makes
transition
things
from mouse and
readable
keyboard
too.
to controller
If I hold
on
up
the fly,
something
like,
readable.
like on the fly.
Seamlessly,
So once
yeah.
they're done with that, we'll probably work on the couch co-op different account thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I've heard chat is going wild about this, and I know you've talked about it ad nauseum, but I'm still curious. Any more options for armor or defensive layers related to it, potentially coming in 0.20 or 0.3?
I don't have anything to say about it at this point. Like, well, this is one of those this is probably going to be another freaking multi-day conversation with Mike to work out the details of. So once POE1's out, we'll probably have a long discussion. I'm certain about. Certainly something that people are very keen for.
Okay. Any timeline on adding passive tree layouts to the game? We know that those are coming in POE2. Any timeline on those?
Oh, you mean
Just
the
pathing, the pathing.
the thing? Yeah.
Yep.
You know what? I need to follow up on that again. I actually don't know what the timeline was on that one. I need to go talk to the UI guys about when that will be. Hopefully, I mean, look, I want to get it in, so it won't be too far away.
Okay, cool. Would it be possible to add an option to disable auto-targeting either as a global setting or on a skill-by-skill basis? I've heard some people complaining about that a little bit.
So I have a huge thing about this.
Uh-oh. Not a rapid-fire question.
But it's like, this is not a rapid-fire question. It's a very complicated thing. Okay, so like, because I've got like crazy theories about why this is suddenly an issue and like all these other things. Like, it's like a whole... So because like, okay, POE2 and POE1 targeting is identical. There is no difference between these, right? And targeting in POE1 was not a big thing that people were worried about. Like, this just wasn't a thing. And so I'm like, why is it different in POE2? Because people have been saying, okay, it's like, there's a lot of people talking about parallax error, right? So what we're talking about here is like, targeting is relative to your feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, to me, that makes total sense, because I'm like, okay, like when you click, that's exactly where you move to. When you right click, that's exactly where the projectile flies over, right? Like, it seems to make sense to me. And so I always assumed that this was how every ARPG worked. Like, I actually just assumed that. Like, I didn't actually know, and I never really thought about it before, because it was just so obvious to me that that's how it should be. But then, when people started posting about this, I'm like, okay, I'm actually going to try out just like a bunch of other games and just see, like, really look at them, how they work. And I noticed that, like,
Oh, I
the
did
first
use
Minecraft
my
was D4,
extra
and I'm like, okay,
money that
they
I brought
actually
into
do
the
this
game
differently.
to
They
buy some more
have it
stash
so that when you
tabs.
right-click, the projectile
I
exactly
bought
moves
the
with your mouse. And to me, I'm like,
Deliriums,
this is insane,
Ritual,
actually, because like, when
stash
you click
tabs,
in the location, you run
and then
to a
I
different, like, you
also
run,
picked
like, if
up
you click
another
to your
just
right,
normal
you'll
tab
run
here,
right. But if you
just for
right-click there and fire a
just
projectile,
helping to
you'll
sort
fire
some
diagonally
things out.
downwards. And I'm like, okay, like, and yet this is more intuitive to people. And so I'm starting to think like, okay, well, at least to some people, right? So I'm starting to think like, okay, what's the difference here? And then I started thinking like, a big change in POE 1 and 2 was WASD. And when you're using click to move, every time you click, it's like reinforcing the fact that everything's relative to your feet, because it's like, that's where you move to, right? So you're like, click, click, you're moving there every single time. Every single click is like reinforcing this like way of thinking about where things are relative to your character. Right. But when you're in WASD, oftentimes you effectively just saying I want to fire that way. You know, like this is the direction I want to fire in. So maybe you like internally in your head, you just sort of think about it differently. So if you're like, to me, it working the other way is actually unintuitive. And I actually tried in D4. Like, okay, if I like don't click on the monster, if I like am specifically trying to click on the ground to hit the monster, and I just play like that for a little while, like what do I end up with? And I actually was missing all the time because once again, it's not intuitive to me. But I'm like, okay, but if like one of the biggest other RPGs works this way, it does seem reasonable for us to have an option to change it to work that way. And so then I started looking into these other games, and so like I checked Last Epoch. That one, somewhat inexplicably, seems to look at your knee height, and I don't know why, rather than the chest height. It's kind of weird. So I don't know what's going on with that. What's it called?
Torchlight, maybe.
Sorry, what was that? Sorry.
Torchlight Infinite. I don't know.
Torchlight Infinite.
No
That's
Rest for the
chest
Wicked?
height. No Rest for the Wicked. You know, I actually didn't check that one.
Okay.
But I checked. Oh God, what's it called? Whatever. There was another one I checked that was also feet. Like it is a variety, right?
Okay.
The game. But okay. But it's like Diablo 4 is obviously like a game that tons of people played. You know, you got a lot of people coming from that to us. Like this fundamental thing working differently is something that can matter. So basically, what I'm saying is we are actually looking into having an option for this. Whether or not it's the default or not is going to be an argument. You know, like that's a question. And I think that and the reason why I bring this up, right, when you just talk about the whole disabling the auto targeting thing, is because there's a very specific and this might even be hard to explain without a picture, so I might have to hold this coffee cup up here.
Oh, here we go.
As a visual aid here. So okay, we're getting right into it now. Basically, okay. So if you are targeting from your chest to chest, then basically, when you move off, like if this is the bounding box of a monster, then as soon as you move the cursor off that, then the location on the ground that is nearest to that will be closer in terms of like the angle that your projectile would fire to the like location, like you move a small amount of distance of the mouse and you get a small amount of rotation of the of where you're gonna aim.
Right.
But using the system from your feet, it means that like when you move off a monster, that change in angle is quite a lot larger, because if you move off from here to here, it's like there's quite a big snap that happens. And so I think that when people are talking about wanting to disable this, it's because when they slightly click off the monster, it's resulting in an outsized amount of difference in angle of actual that you're attacking with. And so that sort of then means your instinct, without sort of thinking about it too hard, is going to be, oh, I just want to disable that, right? Rather than it just being that, like, if the 2 points were closer together, then that wouldn't be a concern.
I'll be gaming here in
so, as I said, I
in a
try
couple
just
of minutes.
First, like, okay, let's just try
Just
with
want
this thing to do
listen
that
to a
and see
couple
how
more
that
of these
goes.
rapid fire
Like, there might be a
answers,
world
only
where I'd
because I
consider having it
have
so that you can,
a
disable,
question or a quality of life thing in here
but it's,
with
I don't think that's
Talkative
going to be a
Cry.
complaint. Like, it never was in
I'm
POE1.
just hoping
The moment that
to hear
you had that
positive
problem. And I said,
vibes.
the thing in POE1, the reason why it wasn't because people were so conditioned to how it worked.
And then we're going to be running some level 15 maps.
Introduced us to that
Here.
issue. But yeah, anyway, that's a long rant. It's like a whole thing that we're looking into at the moment, and that's what I have to say about that. But as I said, it took quite a lot of like thinking about it and working it out to sort of see what the issue was there.
Okay. Well, thank you, Diablo 4. We'll look out for it. That's pretty cool. Okay. So on consoles, the Hideout music player doesn't work after being bought. Any idea if there's a fix? Like, people apparently been reporting
honestly, like, that was not on my radar.
Oh.
Go like immediately and just ask someone to see why that is.
We want to hear
there's
Camille's
almost certainly
bangers.
going to be a bug in the issue tracker.
Okay.
There's almost certainly a bug in the issue tracker sitting there about that, and I just need to say that that's kind of unacceptable that doesn't work.
Awesome. And then one little quality of life feature before the silly question. Some people have difficulty reading text in chat in game. Is there an opportunity to perhaps add some options like an opacity slider on it instead of being all or nothing?
So we for like a long time have been wanting to do like a full chat revamp.
Oh,
and
yes.
the problem then has been that because we've got that in the like what we want to do, it means that every time someone suggests like a little thing, they're like, oh, but we should just wait to do that for the whole huge chat revamp. And I just need to actually make sure the chat revamp happens, so that, because we want to add more options and things and like have a bunch more stuff going on with that. So
okay,
yeah, basically before release, definitely we will have a chat revamp, and that'll like a lot of those kinds of problems we can just fix.
All right. Awesome. One more.
And that was the question that I was wondering about, because reading in chat in the game is rather
Expedition 33. I have to ask. It's the only game that's
too
taken me away from
see-through for me.
POE2, and
I mean, they go solid black
Yeah,
where you
certainly, it's pretty
type,
popular. I played it.
but where you
I,
read
kinda,
at,
like,
it's so see.
I
like-
fell off right after the end of Act 1. Not to spoil anything, but there was something that happened there that kind of, for some reason, just kind of made me go, I don't know. Like, it just kind of, maybe a bit unhappy now. People tell me that I really should keep going because there's a lot more cool stuff, and so I hopefully I will get time to do that. But yeah, and then Doom came out, and and then there was that whole thing, and like so I kind of got knocked off again. But there's lots of people around the office who are loving it.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so I know why you fell off, and it tells me a lot about your personality, Jonathan. So everybody can no spoilers in the chat, guys. No spoilers. But
yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Last question before we send you off, man. Thank you for staying a few minutes over. Okay. Jonathan, I duped myself into thinking the druid was coming into Dawn of the Hunt. I was like completely blinders on. Everyone was like, you're wrong, you're wrong. No, the druid's coming, the huntress is coming. I know it was originally supposed to release with the huntress, and you don't need to get into timelines with the druid. I'm curious, can you reveal what kind of happened there? Was there I heard something about animation snafus. Was it a balance concern? Like, what's happening?
It just wasn't ready. That's all I can say.
Just wasn't ready?
It just wasn't ready.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know what else to tell you.
Okay. Are bear and wolf forms still planned? Those two?
Well, you will have to find out when we announce everything.
Okay. Well, I have a few more things, but I don't want to go over time, man. Thank you so much for giving me an hour and a half of your day. I know that you were booked literally the entire week except for this 90-minute window. So I really appreciate it. I do. So
yeah, no problem.
I wish you luck with the Path of Exile 1 League. Is there anything else that you wanted to say before?
Oh, not really. I mean, yeah, that's great. It's a great interview. Okay. So, thanks very much.
All right.
Yeah, I'll see you again next time.
All right. Definitely, Jonathan. Have a great one. Talk to you later.
You too. You too.
All right.
All right. I'll finish watching the rest of the follow-up chat with Talkative Cry at a later date. But for now, we're going to go ahead and start actually a gaming. So sorry for those that were wondering why I was just sitting still. My question was the opacity on the chat. I wish they would have just said, yeah, we can get that in there. It won't take much. But instead, it sounds like they want to revamp the whole thing. I just want to be able to read the chat better. And the biggest one is when people want to trade. When they want to trade, it's hard for me to read some of the text of like the location in my inventory where that stuff's at. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, so we, NFO guys, we are going to run some level 15 maps that I have, I guess people call it juicing. I've juiced up a little bit. And so, let me turn my game audio back up because I did quiet that down. There we go. So now you should hear the game audio again. If it's too quiet, let me know. It didn't look like it saved it. It didn't. I forgot to click save. There we go. Okay. So we got a level 15 map here. 2 tries. I've got it juiced. It's only got 1 suffix. I did not corrupt it. Earlier today, I used currency stuff or whatever, enchantment orbs and all that. And one of the videos I said, then you corrupt the map. And out of 8 maps I corrupted, I ruined 6 of them. And so it's like, I'm not to the point where I'm making my own currency yet. Not enough of it. So let's not have that high of a failure rate. So when I get them that are nice, I'm just leaving them and we're going to run them uncorrupted like. For now. Okay, what is this one? Cleansed and Ritual. We'll go ahead and do the Cleansed and Ritual. I also have a unique map over here I could do. Ooh, should I do the unique? They have to unlock the tower. The problem is when I juice towers, I just die more often. Yeah. I'm going to try it. Again, if my game audio is too loud, let me know in chat. Be sure to like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Help me grow my channel. Oh. I'm going to get surrounded. Oh, wait, this is a beach map. I just can't see. Okay. This seems like my audio is a little loud. Okay. I released a soul. This is pretty cool, just all this gold laying around. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn down my audio here in a minute. Okay. One sec. Nope, they're coming after me still. Just wait a second. Let me turn my audio down. Okay. My audio is killing my own eardrums. This is a cool map. I don't think I've seen a shipwreck on a map before. There we go.
Freezing strike!
Something over here? Oh, it's just a waterfall. Right. Interesting.
None may leave
Okay.
silent.
Need more mana.
To your
Come on, guy.
captain.
Freezing strike! No mana.
Okay. Still have a lot more to clear on this map. one spot here on the map has 10,000 gold. And that's just gold.
Need more mana.
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Frozen lash.
Come on. Well, if I had a gold issue before, I don't think I do now. Yeah, I definitely need this extra DPS. I don't know what that is. Probably the final boss right there.
Need more mana.
Ooh, something's hitting hard.
The mighty fall. No mana. Need more mana.
Let's see. I'm guessing these things over here are dead. Okay, I gotta figure out where to use it, I guess. Okay. 2 more Atlas points. Map complete. We'll take it. So maps that don't have all the deficits, I do pretty good okay with. Good okay, it's a new term. Now I got tons of, I got like 500,000 gold off that map. Okay. I got 2 more juiced up maps. This one is not juiced up. Let's see what happens. Oops. Pack size. Magic pack size. Ailment and stun. Of course they do. I'm getting all suffixes. Increase. I might be able to run this map. Might. Oh, it dropped it to a level 13? Yeah, see, my luck corrupting these things is garbage. I need to stop doing that. Okay, I could do the tower. Okay, as Eminem says, we got 1 shot. 1 shot here, people. Now, this is a map again. It shouldn't have that much deficits to it. A little bit less on my elemental resistances.
Frost rush.
I'm stuck in the map edge, and that's how I die. Didn't help that we were sitting with a boss that's the first fight. Okay. We're coming in here. Like them or not, people, you're making me mad. Chance, pathetic. Less has henchmen to fight this way.
The dreamer. possessions, and I don't have room for that.
Already? Yellow, 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 yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Freezing strike!
Two chance start. And an artifice support. I don't know. Goodness. Definitely juicing up the maps. 100%. You get better loot. But the amount of loot I had to use, or currency loot I had to use, you know, if it wasn't gifted to me, I would definitely have had problems trying to do it.
I must maintain a fine balance.
All right, time to sell. And actually, I need salvage more than I need this.
Gate awaits.
Disenchant. That, and that. Stash. I only want one boss at a time. Hey, I got 2 of my own mats. Oh, I was expecting more. All right, there we go.
Go on.
That. Where did I move? Oh, I changed her name to Gems. Okay, now let's look at maps and books here. Mirrors. irradiated. Irradiated is good for monster levels. Rarity of items. Pack size. 15% waste stones. I need waste stones. Expeditions, mirrors, quantity, reaches, reaches. Pack size, shrines, additional rare. Okay. Hey, Sir San, how you doing? I just unlocked a tower. I'm trying to figure out what of my books should I put on it. I'm thinking increase rare monsters. I'm thinking rarity of items, definitely. Quantity and waystones, because I need waystones. %30 enchant for shrines. 3% quantity. 7% pack size, which is quantity of monsters. So I got pack size, quantity, and rarity. That's only item quantity for bosses. Pack size is 10% experience gain. That wouldn't be bad, just to get more experience. So that's in the run-in. Mirrors of Delirium. Rituals. Radiated. Additional rare. 41% chance for shrines. How you doing, Sir San? I can enchant that guy, that guy, that guy. Glad to hear it. %, waystones. I like waystones right now because the only ones I really have were gifted to me. So we got 11% and 10%. So that's 20% waystones. Random modifier gold. I don't need that. 19% quantity of waystones. Okay. We're going to load this sucker up. We're going to go all waystones right now. All of these are these maps here have a ton of suffixes on them. And so I just want to start getting some of my own white maps, if nothing else. So I'm going to load up on waystone percentage. And we'll see how we do there. So I've got these two maps that I'll try to enchant, but this is the next one I'm going to run right here. Well, that's good. That's kind of what I'm doing here. Okay. Now I gotta be careful. Irradiated means this is next level up monsters, but that's okay. I should be able to handle them. Let's see. So this here is just irradiated. 10% experience. 30% waystone. Oh, by map bosses. I didn't read that one that was 10%. Oh well. There's definitely some map bosses around. Okay. How many chances? I got 0 chances. So I'm just going to run simple node on this map. My goal is to get like at least 2 additional waystones back out of this. Oh no, not even close. Hey Daniel, how you doing? So yeah, in the Atlas tree, I did just score 2 more points. So I am now down here, getting more strong boxes. This is the branch I'm going down here. So I only have 9 points there. And then I have 4 points up here that I've also picked up. So yeah, I've got a long ways to go on my Atlas map. But I'm also not quite ready to have my Atlas map all juiced up. And I know my character is going to need some better work, but it's so... The equipment that was gifted to me is so high of level. Buying better stuff is going to cost me like 50 to 200 divine for a piece of something. So it's like, okay, yeah. And I haven't made 1 true divine of my own yet. I always gotta be careful when I start until I get my recharge staff on.
Freezing strike!
Yeah, buddy. Get some. I'll have to walk around later for loot. This map is an open area map, so getting surrounded is pretty quick and easy. I don't know why my guy all of a sudden stopped right there, so... Boy, this is... While I spent a lot of currency on this map, so... Those guys are easier to hit anyway when they're grouped together.
Creature.
Yeah, so this map I definitely juiced up and had all the good stuff on it. Not hardly any. I think I only had one deficit out of. Ooh, that's a dangerous area. Oh, is there a wisp in there?
Strike!
I did revert. Yep. Uh-oh. They stunned me or froze me. I'm in the middle of somewhere I shouldn't be. They almost got me, so I gotta run away. Too many things were stunning me right there. I only have one chance on this map, so it's all about making sure I don't die. And I had these guys.
I need mana.
Come on. Oh, helps if I hit the right key.
Need more mana.
Yep, I know. I'm a dum-dum. I hit the wrong key. That's what I was trying to do.
The mighty fall.
Dang. I got multiple assaults on this map. You need to stop. Okay. That was a little bit of a close spot right there for a second.
Frozen lash.
Ooh! That ignited ground again. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go sell stuff. Yeah, I spent a lot of currency on that map, so I probably made enough exalts back to pay for it. But yeah. Oh,
Yes.
identify, dismantle, sell.
Oh.
No, disenchant.
Use the bridgestone at the road.
Stash. Put away, put away. Let's see, where did I move these things to? Nope, 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 nope. Oh, yes. Yeah, finally started getting a whole ton of these things. Huh. What level are you, Daniel? Are you still on your first playthrough?
Frost.
Come on. Don't let them dictate the stairway. We'll send them on our stairway to heaven. Well, on theirs. Okay. It looks like I got multiple bosses coming, so...
The mighty fall.
Liquor Strike. Ooh, that was close. Okay.
I have no room for that.
Already? Once you get to 3-month game, the stash is gonna be full of it. Yep. You know what?
Speak. Hello.
That guy later. Oh, no, 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 no. I wasn't charged. I failed the map. Ay, ay, ay. Silly kids. And you want to know what? I don't think I got any maps off that map.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. This one's looking good. It's all 3 prefix, 1 suffix. This one's 2. And 1. There we go. Now it's Now it's 3 prefix and 1 suffix. Okay, so now we're going to add some distill stuff to them. 45%. Number of rare. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to use. Oops. I wanted to use the greed one. Ah, that's what you get for not looking. I wanted this one. Oh well. What you want and what you just got are 2 different things. But what I got isn't bad. Oh, ambulance. Oh, sad. Monsters penetrates elemental resistances. And I get 2 chances on this one. Well, 2 extra chances. Okay, who's... There you are. Whoa! Something hit me. I think it was the purple stuff on the ground. There we go. Uh-oh. These builds actually work better when you have lots of bad guys surrounding you. And you gotta remember to take a break every so often. Chaos orbs. Those things always kill me. I was actively hitting the dodge key. I was moving, hitting the dodge key. That's some BS.
Need more mana. Cross. I need mana.
Okay, come on. I don't know why my guy wouldn't cast the bell. I was casting the bell. Well, now it's just about the loot. I've already gone backwards with XP. Not a happy camper. Because one of those, I definitely should not have died. I can't see in that spot of the map, so we're coming back up this way.
No mana. Frozen lash.
Whoa, that was a big flicker strike. Probably the death of me. Yep. I like these maps, but I get too aggressive. Oh, let's see. I got 2 exalts. I got a chaos.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to try another map. Hopefully, I can control myself here. Because honestly, there's no reason I'm dying on these points. Other than I'm not backing off soon enough when I know I'm just going to get myself overwhelmed with all the juicing I'm doing. Like right here, I saw a boss coming.
The mighty fall. I need mana.
Okay. Come on. Swing the weapon. Okay, I'm doing stupid stuff here. Absolutely idiotic stuff.
Frozen lash.
Come back where I can see.
I must maintain a fine balance.
Okay. Since the only thing I'm gaining here is loot, I might as well go and... Dang it! Lighten the load.
What can I do for you?
What is it?
Couldn't see who I was fighting. Where are all you lightning guys coming from? Ooh.
I've no room for that.
I don't even know how my inventory filled. But
Go on.
it did.
Time is of the essence.
Good eating.
Can't leave that behind. Ooh, or that buried cat.
Freezing strike!
These maps are kind of intense for me. Running away, yeah.
Freezing strike! I must maintain a fine balance.
Already. Well, loot it is.
Go on.
Indeed.
No! I didn't realize that was an orange one. I feel sad. I got click happy.
Greetings. I'll be here, waiting.
All right. Hopefully I survive this map, and if I do, or even if I don't, it'll probably be the end of my stream, just due to the time of day. backed off because I thought there was supposed to be a boss there, and there was. I just didn't know I had pretty much killed him. Okay. Get out of the mess of this. Who is shooting us? You need to stop with that. Okay. Had a little close call there. Whoa, another close call. Who am I fighting? This guy. Oh, and another guy.
I need mana.
Map complete. Okay. Well, I finished one of, what, 3 maps?
Freezing strike.
Did not get any waystones though. I'm just wandering, seeing if any loot shows up that I missed that I can pick up. There we go. Oh, here's a spot. Okay.
That bridgestone at the
All right.
Go on.
How would you get maps? Wait a second. Not this one.
How can I help? Take a look.
Endgame. How do you get to the... Act 3 Endgame? I thought there was a way to still travel to the Endgame world or city. With the map device? I don't recall. Act 3? I'm sidetracked. I want the Act 3 city. Or the Endgame city. This thing. I want to see if he sells different maps here. Nope.
What can I do for you? We prepared for all contingencies.
Hello.
All right, guys. I'm going to call it here. Go inside so I can visit with the wife. Thank you guys, Sir San, Danielle, and all of those of you out there that might be watching but are silent. Thank you for hanging out with me. Please like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm at 592 subscribers. I would love to get to 600. So, hey, hook me up. Until next time, guys, I'll probably be back tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. to around 9 p.m. Depends on when my brain tires out on me. And until then, guys, peace.